Well, let's take a look at year in review for the AD Robles YouTube channel.
Well, let's get this over with.
Santa, what do you think about my channel?
Well, it needs work. I have to go.
All right. Well, listen, 2019 was a good year. Listen, I am not a full-time YouTuber by any stretch of the imagination. But I really started my YouTube channel in 2018. That's when it really started to grow. And I wanted to do a little bit of comparisons because if you have supported me this year, whether it's been through engagement, commenting, a lot of you guys comment all the time. I appreciate it. I don't always get to respond to them, but I do appreciate it. A lot of you guys share my content as well. I appreciate that also. A lot of you guys hit the little like button. I appreciate that. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. It helps me in the algorithm. It helps this content to be seen by more people. And also click the little notification bell. That'll always let you know every time I upload a new video. Because it's not as simple as just subscribing, and then you would think that would be enough to see the videos that you want to see, but apparently YouTube thinks you need to click the notification bell as well. So please do so if you have not done so already. Let's take a look here, because this year, again, this was a pretty good year, as I said. It looks like, if you look at this chart, this shows you my views for the year, and it kind of goes up and down, as you can see. You can see where people had little pops of activity here. These were like the most popular videos that I had, but in general, my days were pretty consistent for the most part. Again, it's up and down. It depends on whether I dropped a video or not, what kind of video I dropped, and things like that. But overall, for the whole year in 2019 so far, I've got 276,000 views, which for me is pretty good. And if you look, it says here in the analytics that is a 76% increase from 2018. 2018, you might remember, is when my YouTube channel really started taking off. I did a few videos in 2017, but not enough to even make it worth it to talk about. So in 2018, I had 157,000 views. So big increase there. Part of that is because I have more videos this year. The other part of that is because my videos have been seen by more people. Well, obviously, because it's views. Anyway, watch time, total watch time has been up about 100%. The total watch time for my videos, if you count everybody together and how long they've watched the videos, is 34,000 hours. That, to me, is crazy. 34,000 hours of watching just a normal, regular Joe like me rant and rave to the camera about social justice. I appreciate it. I do. I think I'm pretty smart. I think I've got something to offer here, but the fact that so many of you think so as well is a real blessing. Anyway, from last year, 2018, we had about 17,000 hours, something like that. So big increase there in 2019 also. When it comes to subscribers, the increase here is a little bit more modest. So we plussed about 1,700 subscribers compared to last year, which I think it was 1,300 subscribers, something like that, which is an increase of about 30% year over year. Pretty good increase. I'm not sneezing at that at all. That's the number that I really want to improve going into 2020. So hopefully, again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and consider doing so. And then, as far as that goes, take you through some of the most popular videos of the year. The most popular by far, 9,600 views, was Social Justice Exposed. That was a comments regarding the ShepCon Q&A, the Shepherds Conference. That was a spicy Q&A, and people really like to see what I had to say about that. The other content, let's just be honest. My Southern Baptist Convention content is the most popular, probably because there's so many Southern Baptists out there and people that care about Southern Baptist issues. But yeah, next most popular, SBC, I beg you to stop following this man. That was a video about Russell Moore and his ridiculously, preposterously limp-wristed, lame non-answer to a question about his old beliefs. Remember where he said, well, complementarianism. Actually, that's not where he said that. That was a different one. Anyway, the point is, someone asked him about his previous patriarchy beliefs, and he refused to answer. We also, and there's 2 videos here about Beth Moore that were also pretty popular as well. 6,000 views, 5,000 views. I had a few others that were right in that same range as far as views are concerned. So people are very interested in the Southern Baptist Convention and Beth Moore. I think we can definitely include the Founders Ministry trailer in that as well, although it's slightly different. And I think that video gets so much, play because they edited the trailer. If you remember, they took out Rachel Den Hollander. I have the original trailer here. It's probably the only place you can get it, at least online, where I comment about the trailer and all that kind of stuff. That's a very funny video, especially considering what had happened since then. So let's just be honest. People like my Southern Baptist content. In fact, I heard from a reputable, very, very reputable Twitter source named Chris Bolt. It says that every time he Googles Southern Baptist issues on YouTube, he tries to find videos about anything Southern Baptist related. My videos always come up. So, mission accomplished there. Anyway, so here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out, how to grow this channel in 2020, because I think that I should have more subscribers than this. I think I should have more than 3,000. Let's check it out here. Let's check it out. 3,050 subscribers. Let's take a look at Russell Moore, because he's my first sort of target to defeat. Let's check out Russell Moore's YouTube channel. Russell Moore has 3,890 subscribers. So he's beating me by about 800, 900 subscribers, let's say. I don't like that. I don't think his videos are very good. I don't think that people really like them at all. Obviously, he's got a lot more name recognition than I do. But he's beating me by about 900 subscribers. I want to take him out in the YouTube category in 2020. Look at these videos. He puts out these videos, and for a guy who's in charge of the biggest organization, the biggest denominations lobbying group, the ERLC, they've got so much money, so much funding. I mean, his videos don't get a ton of views. My videos get about the same. 247 views, 800 views, 1,000 views. That kind of thing. He had Ben Shapiro on. And he has like 1,000 views on that channel, on that video. I mean, man, if I had Ben Shapiro on, I'd probably have about 1,000 as well. Look at this. Signpost with Ben Shapiro, 1.1 thousand views. That was 3 weeks ago. That's pretty sad, man. That's pretty sad. Let's see what his most popular. Well, actually, let's check out a little bit more about his channel. So he's got Wall Street. I mean, listen to this. He's got 100,000 views on his YouTube channel. He started it this year. Okay, 100,000 views. He started it this year. Let's go back to may I remind you that I started my YouTube channel in 2018, and in 2018 I had 157,000 views. I think I could take this guy out. I really do. I think I could take him out. Listen to this. Listen to his credentials here. Russell Moore is the president of the Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission as one of the nation's leading ethicists, theologians, and cultural commentators. He's one of the nation's leading ethicists, theologians, and cultural commentators. I'm a dude in Vermont with a Star Wars obsession. The Wall Street Journal has called Moore a, quote, vigorous, cheerful, and fiercely articulate. He was named in 2017 to Politico's magazine's list of top 50 influence makers in Washington, and has been profiled by such publications as the Washington Post, the New Yorker, and National Review. His latest book, The Storm-Tossed Family, How the Cross Reshapes the Home, was named Christianity Today's 2019 Book of the Year. This prestigious award was also conferred upon Moore's previous book, Onward, Engaging the Culture Without Losing the Gospel, by Christianity Today in 2016. It's quite an impressive resume. The nicest thing anyone's ever said about me in print is in the New York Times. And the woman said that I help lead a small church in Rutland, Vermont. That's my resume. One of the things I've noticed is that the gatekeepers of anything really, Big Eva is no exception, but gatekeepers, they really hate it when people that have no credentials whatsoever get any amount of attention, popularity, respect, that kind of thing. They hate it. They really hate it, especially when not only do they have no credentials, but they also don't go through the official channels. This is one of the reasons why I think that Doug Wilson gets a lot of hate from the intelligentsia, let's say, is because he didn't go to seminary. He didn't go to seminary, and he did not go through their official channels. They bring it up all the time. He didn't go to seminary, and he didn't go into the official NAPARC. Like, they hate that. They do. They set up their guilds, and they set up their credentials and their qualifications and their approved places of learning and stuff. And if you don't go through that, they don't understand why anyone gives you the time of day. This is the intelligentsia. These are the gatekeepers. They hate that. They really do. But anyway, yeah, this is the thing. 2020. I have a prophecy for you all. It is the year of vision. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. So 2020 is going to be a banner year for the 80 Robles YouTube channel. We'll see. I don't have any predictions, but I do think we're going to grow. I think that it is very clear that the influence that people that are having the courage to stand up to the social justice movements are having an impact on the higher echelons of the Southern Baptist Convention and the PCA. Let me just give you all a warning. I know that there are some of you, probably some interns from the Gospel Coalition, ERLC, that keep tabs on people like me. Not just me, but people like me. Let's see what we're saying. Let me just take this back to your bosses, okay? We know what you're up to. And there are people that are in your circles that talk to us. And they don't like what's going on. And right now, as you sit in your office with your cushy chairs and your comfortable, temperature-controlled libraries and stuff like that, as you sit scheming on what to do next, they are plotting. These people in the high echelons of the SBC and in the PCA and in the ERLC and in the Gospel Coalition, they are planning right now, how do I help fight this social justice movement in a way that doesn't risk my career, my mortgage payments, my family, and all of that. And guess what? They're going to figure it out soon. They're going to figure it out. And all will be exposed. Everything will be exposed. And Russell Moore, you're going to be exposed for what you're really all about. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. And so watch out. 2020 is going to be a big year. There's going to be... listen... A lot of the fighting has been behind the scenes to this point. A lot of the fighting has been relegated to the margins. Some yokel from Vermont who helps lead a small church in Rutland, Vermont, like me. This is where the fighting's been happening. Places like this on YouTube. It's happening on the fringes of the internet, things that you can say, oh, that's just a discernment blog, and you can kind of, write it off and that kind of stuff, get people to not pay attention. At least that's what you think. You're wrong, but that's what you think. It's going on in places like, there's a few pastors here and there, some apologists here and there. Right now, you've gotten a long way by ignoring them, but you got to understand, and I think you do understand this. And just in case you don't, let me explain it to you, Russell Moore and the rest of you power brokers. You can't contain this one. People are starting to recognize there's a disconnect between what you say and what they know the Bible says. People can see things with their own eyes. They see what's happening to the Southern Baptist Convention. They see the march of progressives coming in from places that they didn't expect. They thought they were conservative. They thought they were stalwarts. They see it. And no amount of magic tricks and wizardry, if you know that reference, wizardry, I like you. No amount of wizardry is going to help to get people to not believe what they see happening before their very eyes. So you have to know you can't contain this. It's going to be open warfare soon. You're going to have to go toe-to-toe with a lot of these people. The Founders Ministry stuff, this is just the beginning. That was a great documentary, and all you guys tried to destroy it. You tried to destroy Tom Askell's lives. We know what you did. We know what you did. That's just the beginning. There's more coming. And I hope you're ready for it, because I don't think that any amount of money can stop the march of the truth. And you know why I know this? Because the truth is a person. An unbeatable person. And so all the backroom dealings that you guys do, you get people fired, you ruin people's lives, you try to get ministries destroyed and stuff like that. We all see what you are up to. No amount of money, influence, none of that will stop the truth. Because the truth is a person. We're not scared of you. Anyway, I hope that this was helpful. God bless. You know, I saw this tweet from Donald J. Trump at the time when he tweeted it in 2016, and at the time I was not a social justice warrior at this time. I've never really been a social justice warrior. However, I have been influenced by it more so in the past than I am now. Anyway, I saw this tweet and I got defensive about this tweet. I didn't like that Donald J. Trump was saying this about an evangelical that was in the similar-ish circles to where I was in. I was seeing some of the problems a little bit, but still I got defensive about this. At Russell Moore. Russell Moore is truly a terrible representative of evangelicals and all the good they stand for. A nasty guy with no heart. I admit to you right now that I was a little defensive about this. You know what I mean? Because as much as I was concerned with some of the stuff that I had seen and some of it, you know, I was defensive. That's all I can say. But let me say, Donald J. Trump was right. He is a terrible representative of evangelicals and all the good that we stand for. Terrible. Donald J. Trump was right. He might not have been right for the right reasons. Don't misunderstand me. He might have been right for completely different reasons, but he was right. Now, as far as the nasty guy with no heart, I don't know if he's nasty. Maybe. I've heard some things, but that's neither here nor there. And no heart, I mean, that's a little bit mean. It's a little mean, but I'll tell you right now, Trump was and is 100% right about Dr. Russell Moore. In 2020, it's full court press time. Let's just be honest about that. And I hope that you're ready. Because I sure am.